Hi, if you're new to Battlefield 6 and want to learn support, or if you play support and want to feel more supportive, I'm here to help. There are many mechanics this game does not clearly tell you that can radically boost your impact as a player. One of these is the defibrillator charge, meaning that instead of tapping your defib on a dead player to revive them at half health, you can hold the button down for a second and revive them at full health. I went embarrassingly long without knowing I could do this. If you're in a tense situation or if the battlefield is strewn with the dead, then it makes sense to just spam the revive button to get as many teammates up as fast as possible. But if you're in a situation where you have some breathing room and no immediate enemy threat, charge that defib so your teammate doesn't get one shot 5 seconds after they're revived. This leads into the second tip, which is related to the cooldown for being able to be revived. There's a period of time after being revived where if you die, you cannot be revived again. So say you're shot down only for a medic to come revive you in the middle of combat and you're instantly killed again. You might now have to respawn and run back to the objective, reducing your team's chances of capturing it. This leads us to the golden rule of being a medic. Do not revive a teammate in the middle of combat with no cover. Taking care of any impending threats should be priority number one. It is completely pointless to prioritize reviving a teammate when you're actively getting shot. You then revive your pal only for you both to get gunned down instantaneously. And on top of that, if your recently revived teammate immediately dies again, they can no longer be revived at all. However, there is an exception to that, which leads to tip number 3. Smoke grenades are the best playmaking tool in the game. Imagine you have teammates' corpses strewn about, with gunfire flying in every direction. You know if you go out for the revive in the open, you're all dead. This is the perfect time to pop every smoke grenade you have, get in there, and spam revive everyone you can. Smoke grenades are one of the most essential aspects of the support kit. You can use them to close distance and cross an open area. You can use them to trigger confusion and chaos around an MCOM station as you plant a bomb or defend it. You can use them to cover the reviving of your teammates out in the open. You should be using them as often as you can, and I recommend almost always bringing either the smoke launcher or the grenades themselves. Although I will say that I personally don't love the smoke launcher too much, as it takes a painfully long time to reload, and the smoke coverage is so small that it doesn't so much as cover your push, but instead alert the enemy team to the exact path you're about to take. There's a pretty god tier alternative to smoke grenades in the support class kit, which is incendiary grenades. These grenades should be used for one primary purpose: establishing area control. Whether it's cutting off a choke point to stifle an enemy push, or for coating an MCOM station to delay the defenders from defusing. Incendiaries are incredible for keeping enemies away from an area for a pretty long period of time. You might find a flood of enemies encroaching on your objective seconds from piling through a choke point, but a single incendiary grenade will halt that push and allow you to reposition, revive teammates, or unload upon that choke point. Another underrated use for these grenades is for obscuring line of sight. It's pretty tough to see through the fire and smoke, so they can be used for similar purposes as smokes in the right circumstances. But honestly, I also like them even more than frags for throwing straight at enemies. They detonate much faster, meaning that although you won't instantly kill a full health enemy, it often makes them run like rats out of their spot in order for an easy cleanup. In every smaller scale game mode, the support class is the most pivotal class in determining whether your team will win or not. So if you've been focused on running engineer or recon, give her a try. Nothing's more satisfying than sitting in the backlines and single-handedly resurrecting your entire team. Let me know if you want any more videos like this on each class, or maybe more advanced medic strategies. Please like and subscribe for more.